Hi everyone, today we're joined by the vibrant and talented Zeeni M, the MC and co-host of the exciting live event Raat Gaana Ka Hungama. As the voice and energy that guides the audience through an evening of music, comedy, and entertainment, Zeeni played a key role in creating an unforgettable experience on stage. In this conversation, we'll explore her journey into hosting, how she keeps audiences engaged, and what it's like working alongside performers such as Preshen, Sir Bastian, Zubair Bobat, and legendary vocalists Fatima and Umar. Let's dive into the world of live entertainment with Zeeni M. How are you, Zeeni?
I'm very well, thank you, Siddharth. And how are you?
I'm awesome. Thanks so much for giving me your time.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And hi to everybody out there on YouTube.
Awesome. All right. To get the ball rolling with you. Oh, sorry. I think that's your phone, right?
Yeah, actually, I had somebody walk into the boardroom right now.
Oh, sure, no problem. Okay. My opening question. Yeah, no problem. My opening question to you, Zeeni, is you're the MC and co-host for Raat Gaana Ka Hungama. What excites
Mhm.
you the most about hosting this particular event?
Okay, so from the beginning. So
Mhm.
Zubair Bobat and he is actually the co-host with me on Gaana Ka Hungama, and we've had this dream of hosting something like this for a while now, and it's finally
Ah,
come to fruition. So we're really very excited about this. So I guess this actually brings a point where Zubair Bobat is literally he's a multi award winning vocalist, firstly. Secondly, he's like the brother from another mother type of guy. And we have thought about creating something that would be epic this year, that would include music, singing, dance, entertainment, comedy, the works. And finally, that moment is here. So I think the excitement is in the fact that finally we have come to this stage where it's happening.
awesome. As an MC, you are the one person who sets the energy for the entire show. How do you prepare yourself to keep the audience entertained and engaged?
All right. When being an MC, there's literally no such thing as prep. I'll be honest.
Okay.
Um, okay, you have your program, you have your lineup, you know your entertainers. It's important to educate yourself firstly on the type of performers that are coming in. Secondly, it's important to know exactly the duration of the show. All those stuff is normal preps. But when it comes to prepping for a particular event as an MC, literally everything goes according to how the program's running on that day. So it has to be a lot of impromptu as well. And I think with me, it's more about the energy, creating that sort of glue that sticks the performers to the crowd, you know? And it's important for me to keep a high energy. I love the fact that we don't know what people are going through or what they've been through. And when they're sitting down there at that moment, you need to realize that it's your duty to ensure that every single moment is a happy one for them. So they got to leave with at least some beautiful memories. So in terms of prepping, I don't think I'm the type of person who would like really pre-prep for something. I would prefer to just go out there and be the vibe that everybody wants.
So it's more spontaneous. It's not like regimental kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome. All right, I have a question for you in the comments already. This is from Jitin Reshika. Hi, Zeeni. Thank you for entertaining us. Who is your greatest inspiration, and if given an opportunity, which international artist would you like to share a stage with?
Oh, wow. Well, thank you so much for the compliment. I do love entertaining. And my greatest inspiration, oh, that's a good question. I never really thought about that one. But I would say, ooh, nice one. There are so many people out there that are inspiring, you know. I mean, I've looked at particularly local artists and in international artists, I would say people who are more prone to social community service. Even though they're in the entertainment industry, I won't be specific about them because of the fact that I would be doing an injustice to those who I don't mention. So, especially artists who are performing, creating a name for themselves, but also giving back to their communities, they are a great inspiration to me. I look at the opportunity of sharing the stage. Ooh, Who would that be? Because there's so many names. Okay, I look more for the Bollywood crowd, obviously, because I'm very the type of person who's heritage oriented. So I
Yeah.
like keeping to the norm of, you know what, I'm Indian. I love the fact that we have such a beautiful culture. So I would like for once to try the stage with Amitabh Bachchan.
Okay. Awesome.
You know, I mean, he's such an icon.
Yeah.
And I know the young ones would go for like, you know, people like Hrithik Roshan or Shah
Mm.
Rukh Khan and so forth. But I look at the legends, the guys who have created an impact, particularly in the entertainment industry, that were long-standing. So thank you so much for your question. I hope that answers it.
Okay, all right. There's another comment here. Okay, I think this is from Resh Jatan again. Hi, Zini. Love your vibe.
Oh, I love you too, darling. Thank you so much for that.
All right. This event brings together music, comedy, and live entertainment. How do you balance the flow between different performers while keeping the audience connected?
Okay, so that's an important question because of the fact that you need to educate yourself on the artists that are performing on that night. If you have a proper feel for them, when it comes to doing their intro, particularly, it gives the crowd an idea of what to expect. So that's how you prep the crowd for that person that's going to come on next. For example, when I do Zubair Bobat, I'm very keen on letting the world know that he's a local artist, but he has the talent of an international artist. A lot of the times he is compared with Arijit Singh. Locally, they call him the Arijit Singh of South Africa. And
Wow.
I am absolutely, he is so brilliant. And
Mm.
when I'm introducing him particularly, I ensure that people know of his caliber. So when he comes on, they're already waiting for him to give his best in terms of, that vibe. So the crowd is already pre-prepped. So it's easy to gel both the getting the audience ready and the artist prepared for what the audience is going to do.
Awesome. Each host has a unique style. How would you describe your hosting personality when you're on stage?
Oh, I am the vibe. I love high energy.
Uh-huh.
So I am also a laughter therapist, and I do
Wow.
understand that with social behaviors these days, people go through so much. And when we go on stage, it's our duty to ensure that at that moment, they don't feel what they've been through. They feel something new, something fresh, something exciting. I do the formal events as well, corporate stuff, but I feel it's too monotonous because there's
Yeah.
no energy. So when I bring in the energy, it must permeate through the entire hall or
Mm.
venue, and every single person there must have laughed at least once or twice during the course of the event for them to have felt me gel with them. So, yeah, I feel it's important for MCs particularly to be able to create the energy first and connect with the crowd. That's very important for me.
When you say monotonous, like what do you like mean? Do you mean like the audience doesn't connect with you? They just like,
Okay, when it comes to formalities, what generally happens is basically you do, especially the corporate and the formal events, you do a presentation, you introduce a speech, you introduce the next item on the program, and it tends to
okay,
be very quiet and very somber.
I
And
see, I see.
as much as I do go for that, for those events, I do them, I'm very good at what I do. But when it comes to on stage
Mm.
performances, bring the vibe, bring the energy, make it happen. That hall should be rocking by the time you leave. So when people walk past you when everything's over and say, "Oh my God, you were so cool. You were so funny.
Mm.
We love your energy." And that basically helps me keep that energy as well. So yeah.
Okay, okay, I see what you mean. So it become like run-of-the-mill, boring, tedious kind of thing when it's just when you're doing the
I
corporate kind
can't
of
do
thing.
no, I do tedious at the office. I do calm and boring at the office. That's my daily job. When I'm on
Uh,
stage, it's a totally different thing
yeah,
altogether.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. There's another comment, but it's more of a supportive one. This is from
Mhm.
Rodney Malcolm. I don't know if you know this
Oh
one.
my God. Hi, Ragini. Thank you
She
so
said,
much, darling.
she says, "Hi, Zini, so proud of you."
Oh, well, Ragini is a very good friend of mine, and she's also quite well known in the entertainment industry as well. She's done
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
modeling, and
Wow.
she is just the bomb.
Awesome. Working with artists like Preshen and comedian Sir Bastian, co-host Zubair Bobat, and legendary vocalist Fatima and Umar. 12 us in the industry must be exciting. What are you most looking forward to when sharing the stage with them?
Okay, so I'm going to do this individually. Zubair Bobat, like I said, is also the co-host of this event. It was our idea to put this event together. I am so looking forward to him, you know, bringing the stage alight. Again, I'm really excited about the fact that he's actually going to be doing the vote of thanks with me. So we're going to kind of like co-host or MC at that moment. So it's going to be very exciting. Preshen, he is what they would call the South African version of Shah Rukh Khan. He's just awesome. And he's also our event partner for Aaj Ki Raat Hungama. And you know what? It's exciting to have him on board because Preshen is the type of talent that is one of a kind. When he performs on stage, it's like he's giving it all to an extent where you feel like, you know what, he's connecting with the crowd. He talks to them. He wants them to be the vibe with him. And he's very interactive with the crowd. And I love the fact that he's actually part of this event as an event partner and as an entertainer. Sir Bastian, he is an energy on his own. I'm so proud of this gentleman. I'll tell you why. He's 66 years old. And 2 years ago, I met him at a mental wellness program. And he did a little skit. And I was introduced to him initially, like prior to that event. And when I got there, and he did this little skit, and I said, you know what, I'm Zeeni M, and I'm the one that was chatting to you on WhatsApp. He was so excited, and this was all new for him, you know, and with the amount of passion that he's put into doing this, I promise you, I am so proud of this gentleman. He has went from just making jokes in a crowd to now being a comedian. He's an actor. He's also just recently become a guidance counselor for his company. And at the age of 66, to be able to achieve all of that, he's made me so proud. And I'm so proud of you, Sebastian. I love you to bits, my brother. And when it comes to our local legends, oh my God, these are stalwarts in the industry. Fatima and Umar, I have literally grown up watching them on stage. And it was a dream of mine to perform with them on stage, but unfortunately it never came to that. But the fact that I'm emceeing an event where they are actually performing is also a really huge thing for me. So I'm really expecting this event to be the epic one for the year. So, yeah, and one more thing. We are catering for every genre in this show, which means that we've literally introduced two of our new recruits who are coming on board. They are the youngest and the cutest, most adorable things ever. And they are Ayushin and Sanavi. And they are totally dynamic. So I'm really looking forward to the crowd enjoying them as well. So we've got a little bit of everything for every genre in the crowd to be able to enjoy.
Awesome. All right, I'll just get through these two comments quickly here. Esponga, the director, he says much love from Nzamande.
Oh, much love from me as well, Nzamande. So Nzamande was our DOP and the 48-hour movie challenge, which we won as Viewers' Choice last year. So thank you so much for logging on. Love you to bits as well.
Okay, and then the Sebastian back here as well. He says, Zeeni M, you're the best. Just pointed. Why A. Bachchan? Why not Sir Bastian?
Because I've already done the Sir Bastian thing. You are the best as well, Sir Bastian. Don't be disappointed, because when Amitabh comes, you're going to be the performer, the comedian on that night. Don't worry.
Cool. What inspired you to step into the role of an MC and public host, and how did your journey begin?
Oh, my journey was actually very quick. But initially, I was always the very outspoken one in a crowd. I was very jovial, very lively from as far back as I can remember. And my family used to always, when they had events, they would say, you know what, why don't you dance for us? Or why don't you talk for us, be the MC and so forth. So it continued like that, but more on an unofficial type of thing. So a few years ago, I became an RJ on a local radio station. And the name Zeeni M was actually born on that radio station.
Oh.
And it so happened that I became quite the vibe because everybody loved the energy during the course of the show. And it was weird how I became an RJ, because I was called in to do an interview for a product that I was marketing. And I was basically telling the people, you know, hi listeners, this is what I'm talking about. This is my product, blah, blah, blah. And there was so much of fun and so much of energy in the room with the current RJs. And the owner of the radio station walked in and he said, have you ever done this before? And I said, no, never. And he says, would you like to try it? And I was thinking, but I have no experience. I don't know how this all works. He says, okay, this is what we do. We sit in on a few. You can see what it's like, get the feel for it. And if you like it, we can, you know, move ahead with trying to train you. And I said, cool. And within the month, I had literally become the host of my own show. And it was absolutely amazing. I had a 10 to 12 slot and we had the best music. People were getting excited about it all. And I started getting invited out to formal events, and eventually the emceeing thing just took off on its own. And then I was spotted at an event by Big M Productions, and the lady came up to me, and this is the iconic evergreen Miss Pinky Moti. And she walks in and she says, you are the absolute vibe, and I promise you, you're going to be the next big thing. So the next thing I know, I am on this platform where I started from fairs to doing formal events. I ended up in Johannesburg, and I was basically the host of the MC of Influential Women, and it became amazing. And then I started doing red carpet hosting, and I was interviewing all the nominees. And I think 2 years later, after 3 nominations as an Influential Woman, I officially became the brand ambassador of Influential Women. And now I'm doing all their red carpet hosting for them. And the emceeing of stage shows was just like, it just basically skyrocketed from there. And it was quite an exciting journey, I must tell you, because in the last couple of years, I've got to do a lot of stuff locally and nationally. And I've ended up doing movies, the 48-hour movie challenge that was brought by the 007 Productions team. We won twice in a year the Viewers' Choice Award. And yeah, I must say a huge shout out to the 007 production team. And yeah, that's basically how my journey began. And now I'm at a stage where I'm hosting my own events. I've hosted Fashion Euphoria in 2025. And this year, obviously, we have quite a bit in play that's going to be happening.
Awesome. Live events can sometimes bring unexpected moments. How do you handle surprises or spontaneous situations while hosting?
Well, to be honest, it comes with the territory. Especially when you live hosting, things happen. I mean, I've seen stars falling off the stage. I've seen people, MCs toppling over. And I must literally say that I did topple over once myself on stage. I tripped on my gown. I was stepping back in a bit of a dance move type of thing, creating the vibe, and I toppled over, and I just picked my dress up and I looked at the crowd and said, you see what happens when you fall for the crowd. And you just go on. They were in stitches, and it was quite exciting because at one point I had injured my foot. So I was in an air cast. And I had to literally perform on stage 3 days later in a 3-day show. Excuse me. And I got up on stage limping there with my cast, trying to do my thing. And then I told the crowd, we had MJ, the local Michael Jackson performer, on stage. So I said, okay, look, guys, I'm actually competing with him today because he's got the moonwalk, I've got the moon boot, we're jiving. So let's do this thing. And kind of like broke the crowd because they were like, oh, when you walked on stage, because you've got a cast and you're limping and you're walking. So once you break that ice, when they notice something different or something is happening that's, unfortunate, you kind of break the ice using humor particularly. And that seems to kind of calm them down and just let the flow go.
Lovely. For people attending Gaana Ka Hungama for the first time, what kind of atmosphere and experience can they expect from the event?
Well, I would say high energy, but we do have a little bit, like I said earlier, for everybody. We've got from the young ones all the way to seniors, and they're going to enjoy a little bit of everything. So I think by the time they end it off, they're going to say, we want more. So yes, I am expecting it to be the type of event that caters for everybody's needs. So when everybody walks in there, they can be sure that there's also going to be lots and lots of surprises. Mark my words.
Cool. In your opinion, how important are events like this in bringing communities together through music and laughter?
I would say fairly important. The reason being is because with the way the economy is going right now, with the way the crime rate has spiraled, with how everything is happening at the moment, a lot of people don't really want to go out anymore. It's not safe to go to the beaches. It's not safe to go to too much to the malls and stuff like that. So when something like this happens, it's a safe venue. Secure venue. It's also a means for them sort of as an escape to get away from the daily norm. So I believe that connecting communities as well is important, because people are so engrossed in technology today that they forget the outside world exists. So this gives them an opportunity to be able to connect on a different level, to actually meet people, be with people, human life carries on, technology is going to pass. So in terms of importance, I would say fairly important. Another thing is the fact that when it comes to our cultures particularly, many people have become so westernized, they've forgotten the Indian culture. And this is our way of kind of bringing it out there again, making people accept it more, receive it more, and to make it exciting for people to want to come to events like this and have a ball with it, rather than, we listen to a lot of Hollywood tracks, English tracks, westernized stuff. But it's very rarely that you would hear people playing Indian music out there. So these type of events help to bring the cultures together and to help to kind of glue it to us and make us remember our roots, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, hey. Finally, looking ahead, what are your future goals as a host and entertainer in the live events and entertainment space?
Well, looking at the fact that I'm coming back with a bang this year, we've got actually a lot in store. I have very many projects that we are currently working on for the year. I'm looking at bringing back Fashion Euphoria 2026. This is going to be a really major fashion show that's going to rock the modeling industry and the fashion industry. We're looking at collaborating with quite a few big designers this year. So it's important for us to be able to get everything on par before we can say, you know what, it's takeoff time. That's number one. Number two, we are looking at doing the 48-hour movie challenge again this year, third time in a row. This year we're going in all guns blazing. We did have a few hiccups last year, but it actually helped to educate us a little bit more in terms of what we want to expect as an outcome. Because this is a 48-hour challenge, which means you've got 48 hours to script, to record your movie, to edit it, and to have it ready by that Sunday afternoon to ensure that it goes onto the platform for viewing. That's also viewed at cinema thereafter, which is quite exciting. In terms of other stage shows, yes, we do have a few in planning that we're working with. We just need to tie up a few loose ends. And then obviously that would take off. And yeah, I'm looking forward to doing more lives with you regarding those events when they're coming up.
Yeah, you kind of beat me to that. I was going to mention about that.
All right. You can ask me again. There we go.
Yeah, you mentioned about the cinema. Is that going to be in all the cinemas like Suncoast, Circuit or New Metro?
Well, generally what happens is when the 48-hour movie is out, all the movies that were created on that 48-hour movie, be it 50, be it 100, be it 200, all of them are basically sent, they viewed on, Suncoast, at Suncoast.
Okay.
So, awesome. Yeah, so what happens is viewers come in, they view it, they judge their movies, they fill in a form to say which movie they felt was the best. Then also there are different other categories which we are judged on, as director, best actor, most beautiful scene, etc. So they do have a list. And yeah, we're actually quite excited about making this year's one a little bit more epic.
All right, before I wrap off, let me just go through these two comments here. This one is from Safiya Saib. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Hey Z, great interview, then stat.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Sobs. I love you. Mwah. Thank you so much for that. So that's my sister.
Okay. Hello.
Yeah, this is the first time she's seeing me on a live. So
Wow.
yeah, I can see she's quite excited about it as well. Um,
Okay. Okay. Sorry, you first.
no, I was just going to say, look, Aaj ki Raat Gaana Ki Hungama is a celebration of song, celebration of entertainment and dance. And it's going to be a type of event that every single person that comes through is going to really enjoy because we're keeping it simple, but it's
Mhm.
going to be epic. That's all I can say to the people out there.
All right. This one again, I think was from some Sebastian Nika. I would like to take this opportunity to say a big thank you to ZM for changing my life and for always getting my back.
Oh, you're more than welcome, brother. Like I always say to everybody that I've networked with, it's God's hands. The Almighty works in wonderful ways. When He wants to guide you, He uses us as tools to be able to do that. And Sir Bastian, God wanted to guide you. And this is what He's done for you because you are a very, very beautiful human being.
All I gotta say, the thanks so much for your time, and yeah, we'll catch up again in the future.
Absolutely. I want to say a huge shout out to you, Sadat, for having me today, and to everybody that logged on and sent their thanks and sent their beautiful messages. A huge shout out to you guys as well. Love you. And we're looking forward to having you all at Aaj Ki Raat Gaana Ki Hungama. It's going to be epic. So make sure to get your tickets ASAP. Contact me and I'll make it happen. Thank you once again, Sadat. It was a pleasure being here with you.
Most welcome.